terrorism here at home. Let's ask today's panel. Richard Grinnell, he's former advisor to Ambassador John Bolton, defense attorney Tamara Holder, and Rick Newman, chief business correspondent for U.S. News and World Report. Richard, you surprised by that? After all, Rick, I'll call you Rick, even though it says Richard on the card. Rick, it looks as though Americans think as though even though we dodged the bullet, we got lucky.
We clearly got lucky. There's no question about it. I think, you know, the feds messed this up all along the way. If not for a T-shirt salesman, we might not have had the same outcome. I think that's outrageous. We got to look at the visa problems of these guys. I think the State Department needs a lot more scrutiny because they're the ones who are approving these visas. They're helping to approve citizenship. They need to be held accountable. Somebody needs to find out who gave this guy a visa.
Rick, we stopped it, but we don't feel better about it.
I think, can we say maybe we got lucky and some things worked? I mean, let's go back to the guy used non-explosive fertilizer, right? He used the wrong fertilizer, the wrong trigger for the bomb. So let's say he had tried to get his hands on the right stuff.
Okay.
That may have been the thing that would have triggered authorities being able to track him down. I mean, remember,
because Timothy McVeigh, we've had some controls on that.
Absolutely. And keep in mind, this guy didn't have a criminal record. And you talked before about he was on a watch list in 1999. Just to go back, 1999 was before 9/11. You know, we were a lot more focused on things like drug smugglers back then. He probably was on the list because the money went way over the limit for tracking people trafficking drugs. So I'm not sure there was a reason to even be following him as a potential terrorist.
But we did have the embassy bombing in '98, and it did go back to Pakistan because he had Ramzi Youssef there. But go ahead, Tamara, weigh in.
I think that we're just lazy, and it's just a matter of time before something happens.
Who's lazy?
I think everybody is. I think we're all lazy. No, I think it's just a matter of time. You know, Americans are lazy. The Fort Hood report was released the day of the Haiti earthquake, and we didn't talk about it in the media. The American public didn't read it. I read it one night on a Friday night because I didn't have a date, and it was, you know, 78 pages long, and it was full of excuses. The American public needs to wake up. The government needs to wake up, and eventually something bad is going to happen. We can't just say we got lucky every single time.
I think the feds need to wake up. I'm not sure if the American public, you know, they're busy. They're trying to
demand answers. That's the problem.
By the way,
we're not demanding answers.
I think Tamara's right in one way. I mean, the guy Zazi who tried to do these backpack bombings here in New York, that was almost like a sleeper story, but that was almost a huge
And the other
deal.
story we're trying to avoid, why are you not dating on Friday night? What is wrong with America? Straight ahead, the media keeps looking at what drove the Times Square bomber to turn on this country, but does it really matter?